Hey y'all, it's me again, Valerie, and today I'm going to attempt to show you a few different ways that you can join your hexagons together. Okay, I'm not going to be working with my halves because that's just the exact same thing, but you do it in the sides. So, we're just going to do this. Okay, we're going to start with our yarn, same size as what we've been working with. I'm using a 3, don't know what you're using, but same size. Make us a slip knot. Get our hook, same one I've been working with. I'm using a 4.5, and I don't know what you're working with, but alright, we're going to tighten it, but not too much. Now, the way I am going to join my blanket is like this. If you look at the corners where that you put 2 single crochets, go into this one, and I'm going to go into both of the loops. Let me get my yarn facing the right direction, and then I'm going to look at this one, and I've got one here and one here, so I'm working these 2 rows. So I'm going to go into the single crochet closest to the row that I'm working on, get my yarn right. Okay, like I said, go into the single crochet closest to the row that I'm working on, and I'm going to pull my yarn through, and I'm going to do a little slip stitch there. Okay, then I'm going to go through it again, pull up a loop, and this time I'm going to work a single crochet. Okay, and then I'm going to go, and you can pull them apart so that you can see where you're at. I'm going to go into the next one. I'm going to go through both loops, or stitches, yeah. And I'm going to go into that one. I'm going to pull my yarn through, wrap it, and do a single crochet. Now you want to do this loose, because like I said when you was putting the border on, if you do it too tight, it's going to bunch up, and it's not going to lay flat. It's not going to look as pretty as what it should. So don't do it too tight. Now I'm going to go into the next one, and that one, wrap it, pull it through, and do a single crochet. The reason why I'm doing that is because on a flat blanket, I like having that join that kind of sticks out a little bit. It's got like a little pop to it. But if you don't want to do that, here's another one. Now with that one, you lay your hexagon out on a flat surface with the right side facing you, and look down on it and do your work. What I like to do, so that I don't get confused on what direction that I'm working on, whether it be the right side or the wrong side, I leave my tails on the center piece. That way, it's easy for me to look at it and go, oh, okay, well, that's the wrong side. Okay, so now, the way we're going to do this one, we're going to turn it to where the wrong sides are facing us. Okay, we're going to get our tail here with the, or our working yarn with the slip knot, put our hook through it. Now, fold it over a little bit facing you so that you can see that first stitch right beside in the chain 2 space right there. Now, I'm going to go into the first part of the V, not both of them, just the first one, okay? And then I'm going to get this one, and I'm going to turn it so I can see it real good. And I'm going to go into, not the first one, but I'm going to go into just the second one, okay? Get my yarn right. Okay, there we go. And then I'm going to pull a loop through, and I'm going to do a single crochet. The reason why I'm doing a single crochet there is because, well, it just joins better in the first one to just start it off with a single crochet. Okay. Now, on the second one, I'm going to go into the first loop, not the second one. And then on this one, I'm going to go into the second loop, not the first one. I'm going to pull it, and I'm going to loosely slip stitch. Okay? Now I'm going to do this all the way down the line and flip it to show you what it looks like. Okay, go into the first one, go into the second one, bring it through, and slip stitch it. And again, don't do it too tight. It won't lay right. Alright, so we're going into the first one, going into the second one, and we're going to slip stitch. Go into the first one, go into the second one, pull your loop through, and slip stitch. First one, the second one, and slip stitch. First, second, pull your yarn through, and slip stitch. This is going to, when we flip our work to where the right side is showing, you'll see what I mean about this one. It's really pretty. Go in the first one, go in the second one, pull it through, and slip stitch. First one, second one, pull it through, and slip stitch. I think that's enough to be able to show you the design. Okay, now we're going to flip our work over just so that we can see that stitching that's going to be showing on our blanket. Now tell me that ain't gorgeous right there. I might change my mind and join my blanket just like that. I really like that design. Okay, now, the way you're going to lay your blanket out to sew it up and judge how many hexagons you're going to need to make your blanket as wide and as long as what you want it. Okay, get your measuring tape. If you're making it for your bed, measure across the bottom of your bed. If you got the internet, Google will tell you how many inches across the bottom of your size bed there is. Okay? So, then you're going to put a couple of these together like this and measure it. Well, like I said, there's a little bit of math involved in crochet. So, then you're going to figure up about how many of these you're going to need. Or you can just do a whole bunch of them and lay them out at the bottom of your bed and judge how many you want hanging off each side, whatever, you know, for your hangover. Not that kind of hangover. The hangover of the blanket. Okay, so, and then do the same thing with from the bottom to the top. Judge how much you want it to hang over on the bottom, if you want to cuff it down on the top, or lay it flat, or whatever. That's how you know how many hexagons you're going to need. And from that, then you can judge how many hexagons you're going to need to put on your sides in order to make the sides straight, which that's what I'm doing. You don't have to do that. Totally up to you. Okay, now, the way I'm going to sew mine is I'm going to sew until I get to the first single crochet in those. Then I'm going to lay out another hexagon. And I'm going to jump over and I'll do the first single crochet on this line right here, or this line right here, whichever way I want to go. And I'll do it. Let's just say I'm going to do this one. Okay, then I'll go to the first single crochets right there. And then I'll work my single crochets right through here. Okay. Then I'll lay out, well, that one's too dark. I don't like it. I'll lay out another hexagon in the corner, and then I'll jump over and I'll start working it through here. Then I'll lay out another one and I'll work it up through here. It's that easy, but honestly, the way I have found it to be better is to lay it out on the bed, sit down on the bed, and join them. Because then you've got a big surface that's flat, that you can see your work and know where you're at in order to join. But make sure that if you start joining them with the wrong sides, make sure that all of them are turned to the wrong side. Or if you're joining them with the right side, make sure all of them are turned with the right sides. That easy. And I think this is going to be beautiful. I really do. I can't wait till it's done. Not because then it'll be done. I can't wait to see it with all the colors and joined together with white. I think that white is going to make each one of them colors pop. Okay. That's all for today. And I really hope that y'all enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. If you have any questions or anything like that, you can always ask questions in the comment section, and I am trying my best to get back to every single comment and at least give it a heart, if not a reply. But yeah, that's the way to ask any of the questions that you might have about this project. If maybe I left something out and you're confused on something because I left a step out, ask. I have no problems answering any questions. I just want everybody to be able to make a beautiful blanket. Alright, well, this will probably be my Wednesday video, which means that Thursday and Friday there won't be a video. And I've already let y'all know that on Tuesday there was not going to be a video because that's my son's birthday. I'm pre-recording these so that I'll have them to put up and hopefully help y'all finish your blanket. And if you don't want to do these in hexagons, you can do them in squares and sew them together. Totally up to you. You can make them as big as you want. If you don't like sewing in ends like me, instead of stopping at 6 rounds for each one, you can go on and make them into like 12 rounds and make them huge hexagons and sew them together. It's totally up to you. Your project, your work, but I would love to see pictures of these. So on this video, I am going to put my email address in the description box, so you can email me pictures of your work in progress or your finished product. Okay, but I think I've jabbered enough. So I will see you when I see you. Hopefully you watch every video. If you're not subscribed and you watch this video, hit that subscribe button and subscribe to my channel. And go right beside of it and hit that little bell and click on the word all. That way, every time when I upload a video, you'll get a notification that I just put a new one on. Because I don't want you to miss nothing about Val's Yarn Room. Okay, y'all. Hope you have a great day. And see you soon. Bye, y'all.